you may be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is the case of Phillips versus Maltese.
Thank you, Jerome.
You're welcome.
Good day, everyone. Miss Phillips, you admit to having a threesome behind the defendant's back and then sleeping with his friend 1 week later.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now you claim you're unsure who fathered your 1-year-old daughter, Brooklyn.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. Maltese, you claim you found Miss Phillips' diary and it contained a full list of potential fathers.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, you say you're convinced her daughter is not your biological
Yes, Your
child.
Honor.
So, Ms. Phillips, you have no idea who fathered your daughter?
I know that there are 2 other possibilities besides Michael.
You had sex more than twice.
The first
Don't
time,
lie.
I never lied to him, Your Honor. I've never lied. He's a liar. He
I'm a
lied to me
liar.
about his age when we first got together. He lied about cheating on me with another girl. He tossed the girls on the internet. He wants to act all innocent, like he never did anything to me.
Okay. Mr. Maltese, when did you find out about all of this?
Probably back in December of 2011. We broke up, and she came back to me crying, asking me to take her back. But at the time, before she even came back to me, we was at a friend's house, and she yelled at me in front of all my friends and in front of her friends also. That's why I had sex with one of your friends.
She said that out loud.
In front of all my friends.
Yeah.
Embarrassed me, embarrassed herself.
He's done
After
enough
that-
embarrassing me. When I was 3 months pregnant, I let him know that his friend, his potential friend, not the threesome, but his friend was a possibility. We fought about it. He got over it, said he wanted to be there no matter what. And then he blew up on me in a gas station, parking lot, telling me, go be with this guy, go give him oral sex,
Your Honor.
go. And I just basically told him, my kid doesn't need a dad. I didn't need a dad. My daughter doesn't need a dad. You're either gonna be there or you're not.
No. First of all, your child does need a dad.
Well, she
Exactly,
does.
exactly.
But I mean, out of anger in that situation, I was pregnant. He was yelling at me pregnant to go find my real baby daddy.
Because she slept with so many guys.
So wait a minute, Mr.
I even
Maltese,
found
why?
a diary of hers.
I'm sorry?
I found a diary of hers. I go to her house to babysit.
Right.
I had to
Okay.
pay him too.
Her house, they keep their house dirty. They don't clean. I go to my daughter's room, and there's a pile of diapers on the floor in front of her crib. So I clean it up. I happen to find a diary that she wrote. Okay, I go through it because I have a lot of reasons not to believe a word that comes out of her mouth. And I just go through the diary. She has a sex list with 18 to 20 guys that she slept with.
I have my diary
Okay.
right here, Your Honor, with the list of guys I've been with since I lost my virginity. I lost my virginity at 14 years old. I'm 20 years old. I'm 20 years old, and he's talking about the guys that I've been with for 6 years, over 6 years, and
No.
that's my list of
Jerome, let me see this diary.
It's open to the page.
I'm just questioning the guys that I
So
don't
wait a minute
know.
now, wait. Let me see this diary. I want to see what. Okay. All right, there are 18 names listed. Quite a list.
And out of those
It's
18,
color-coded.
2 to 3 of them are my friends that she slept with.
So, Mr. Maltese, you're saying you're over taking care of the child.
Yeah.
That time you think it's your daughter.
Yeah.
So you're over there doing what you feel like you should be doing.
I'm doing what a real man would
And
do.
as you're
Because I
cleaning-
paid him. I had to pay him to come over to babysit his daughter. I don't even pay her babysitter since he's been gone for the last month. I try to give my
What
friend
do you do
money.
for your
Wait,
daughter?
I try to give. What do I do
What do
for
you
her?
do for
I
your
go
daughter?
to work every day. Buy
And what do
her
you do with your
diapers.
paycheck? What do you do with your
I buy her
paychecks?
diapers. I buy her
You don't do
clothes.
nothing.
I buy her food. I pay the bills in my house. You don't do nothing.
You get
What
welfare.
did you do at the beginning of
I
this
don't do
month?
Let's get
nothing.
some control.
I've been there since day one. Paid child support since day one.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to understand this diary. First off, Mr. Maltese, you're at the house, obviously watching the baby.
He wrote in my diary
Now,
too.
you're cleaning up and you find this.
Yes, Your Honor.
And when you find this, you read it, and what do you discover?
2 of my friends' names. At the time, when we first started, I found the list. And there was about 16 to 17 guys' names on there. After my child was born, I find more names on that list that happen to be my friends.
No.
Okay, after she has sex with
Incorrect.
them, my friends come to me
Incorrect.
and tell me the stories.
Incorrect.
Incorrect. Give me a lie detector test right now.
All right, tell me, how did it come to be that you slept with this friend?
I have a calendar right here.
Jerome, will you hand me that
Sure.
calendar? She's prepared.
There you go.
All right. in yellow are the dates you slept with Mr. Maltese.
Yes.
All right, now move forward. On the 12th, in green, you slept with a guy and another girl.
Yes.
So that was unprotected sex on the 12th.
That's the second
Yes.
threesome.
Hold on 1 second, sir. Let me just get through this calendar. I'm gonna come straight to you. In blue, the 17th and the 21st are dates you slept with.
His friend.
Both of my friends, not just
No,
one.
the first guy is not his friend. That was my friend's friend, and he's trying to claim him as a friend.
And then
Like,
No.
go get your
Your
own
Honor-
friends,
all right.
Mike.
Bottom line is outlined in red are the possible dates of conception in which all of these colors are included.
Yes, Your Honor.
She's a hoe, Your Honor.
Wait.
That.
Wait. What'd you say?
I apologize for swearing, Your Honor.
All right, let's use respectful language in the courtroom. The bottom line is when you find out she's pregnant, you know at that time there's a possibility that you may not be the biological
Yes, Your Honor.
father.
Yes, Your Honor.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. When did you discover that there were multiple potential fathers?
3 to 4 months after my daughter was born is when I find out she had another threesome with another associate of mine.
Okay.
Her and her best friend had multiple.
With
her and her
her-
best friend
with
had
her
three
friend.
best. They had 3 threesomes.
So why did he sign the birth certificate?
Hold on. Before you get to why he didn't do this and he's not the father and he's not this, you've got to take responsibility for the fact that he may not, fully believe he is the child's
My
father.
daughter's a year old. I told him before she was even here.
My point is, if he has doubts, that may affect the way he is present in this child's life. Right or wrong, but that may be the reason. And part of the reason he has the doubt, Ms. Phillips, is because of your actions.
Okay, well, tell me why he signed a declaration of paternity so he could give her his last name. My daughter's name is Brooklyn. He's from New York.
Hold on.
Like, he's
hold
from
on,
Brooklyn. Like, he
hold
wanted to
on,
be there.
Jerome, let me see this evidence.
Up close of his signature.
The reason why I signed that because there was a 50-50 chance between me and some other man that might be her dad.
Okay, so why did you step up to the plate in this way, in this legal
Because that
way?
beautiful girl right there needs a dad. Without me, she ain't gonna have a dad because she don't even know where to find the other guys.
He wants to be with me. He even
don't
tells
wanna
me,
be with
how
you."
can I raise another man's child and I'm not even with the mom? I don't need you. Like,
Why-
I don't need to be with you.
why
like,
would I wanna
do
be with
you-
a hoe?
Okay, he tells me.
Hey.
He tells me when
Respect in this courtroom.
He tells me he'll watch her during emergency and while I work. That's a babysitter. She
Why?
don't need a babysitter.
Hold on.
I'm sorry. I
You know what?
apologize, Your Honor.
You know what?
I apologize.
It's obvious. You don't have much respect for yourself from the way you have behaved. But I'm going to tell you now one more time or you will have your disrespectful self out on the curb. Stop cursing in this courtroom. Have you reached out to any of the possible other fathers to say Brooklyn
No.
could be yours?
No, I don't want to find him.
Regardless
I
of what
made
they are, she
mistakes.
cannot
I
find
made
them.
mistakes. I forgive myself. I carry myself in a manner that is respectful. I hold my
You
head
do?
up high.
Is that why you're cursing in the courtroom?
Because he makes me so angry with rage. He's trying to make me seem like I'm keeping her from him. I broke up with him.
Broken up and
This
sleeping
is
with my friends is still
He's
cheating.
talking about an adult relationship.
So let me ask you this.
No,
You were
I
broken
admit I
up.
was immature.
Why
I was
is it that
stupid.
you have to sleep with people he knows? That's just nasty. All the men in the world, you want to go out and do your
A lot
thing.
of the stuff that I did was just nasty and disrespectful to myself. But what I'm saying is
Oh,
I'm
wouldn't
trying
that
to
be
change.
what I just said? Now, you got all the answers, but you're still getting it wrong right now.
I understand.
I'm trying to just hear your story. Now, Mr. Maltese, what I want to understand from you is, are you paying support? Are you helping with this child? You are required legally to
Then
help
why did I
care
have
for
to
the
pay you?
I
child.
have no
Then why did
problem
I have to
watching
Are
pay
my
you
you?
child.
helping?
Yes,
No,
In what
not
way?
This month.
the past month, no, I have not been helping because she won't let me see her.
Because he called me last month, Your Honor. I lost my car. It was in the shop. I needed him to keep her overnight. For the first time in 5 months, I asked him, keep her overnight, please. I work nights. I cannot go get her on the bus and take her home on the bus late at night. I don't care, Natalie. Come get your kid. I don't want this kid in my house. He left voicemails
Did you say
on my
that?
he left voicemails on my phone of my daughter crying, dad. Like, what am I gonna think as a mother that's happening to my child?
Did that happen, Mr. Maltese?
Yes, it has, Your Honor.
I want to know what happened that you will call this woman
Okay.
with her child crying in the background saying, come get your baby.
That's
when
because
you
she-
have a declaration of paternity that says it's your baby.
That's because she uses me to watch the child while she goes out
He
and has
hangs
supposed to be
out
sex
all
with
the
different
time.
people.
And what he's talking about is when we were together, I lied to him. We were together. He doesn't want to let me go hang out. He doesn't want to let me be 20 years old because I am 20 years old. He
But
can't.
at the time-
He's obsessed with me. Obsessed with me. He can't get over me.
Hold on.
'Cause I'm just
Mr.
trying to make-
Maltese,
the baby don't
let
live-
me ask you this. When you're with Brooklyn,
Yes.
do you feel like she looks like you, that she could be your biological child?
The only thing that I think resembles me is her curly hair.
And
To
those
me,
eyes, the eye
She
shape.
looks Asian
Look at
to
his
me.
squinty little
She
eyes.
has a clenched chin,
Look
which I
at
don't
those,
have.
look at those.
I shaved my beard just to see if I have a little clenched chin. I don't have it. She doesn't have one.
She's a baby.
The other
She doesn't even
guy,
have that
the other guy
dimple
she had a
anymore.
threesome with has slanted eyes and has that clenched chin.
Before we go to
At
the
the
results,
temple.
because that's the only thing that's going to resolve this, I do want to hear from your witness. Ma'am, please stand. We've heard that you are her mom.
Yes,
So,
Your
Ms.
Honor.
Phillips,
Yes, Your Honor.
please just tell me briefly what you have to add.
Well, he is a deadbeat because I've been there. I've supported my daughter in this. He
Did I
didn't help.
I paid bills in your house. I paid rent
All
in your
right.
house.
Wait a
So
minute.
I
hold
paid
on.
your car
Wait.
note.
Let's get some
Because
order.
I paid your car note.
Let's get some order.
He signed that birth certificate. When you sign that birth certificate, you own up. You don't just
He
back off
adopted
and
her.
abandon
He
her.
adopted
What
her.
happened now,
You're
she don't let me see the child.
Ms.
She
Phillips,
keeps
thank
it
you
from
so
me.
much for your testimony. Thank
You're
you. You may
welcome.
be seated.
Thank you.
That was my daughter's best friend, and then he just disappeared. Like, my daughter would go up to the door, hit the keys to the door, and say, Dada. She doesn't even say Dada anymore.
Because you keep it from me.
Because he wanted to say, come get your kid from my house, and then 3 weeks later, he wanted to say, I want to see my kid. I miss her. I want to see her. Because I told him, she's calling other
know
men
where we
Dada.
live.
Hold on. When he calls back 3 weeks later and says, I really want to see my daughter.
He wants me to
No,
cancel.
no. Now you be quiet and let me
Yes,
talk.
Your Honor.
And they have a car. I
And
don't.
you too.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Boo-hoo for you.
Both of you running your mouths and ain't talking about nothing. Nothing.
Welcome to my life for the last 3 years since I was 17.
But it's not my life.
Yeah, I
and it's
know.
not
And
the life of this courtroom. And if you're any kind of mother, you'll make sure it's not Brooklyn's life.
I try.
Okay.
I don't want my daughter growing up hearing him call me
Then
those
that,
treasures
for
like-
that reason, you need to do a lot less of this and running that mouth and a lot more of this, which means looking into your heart and saying to yourself, I may be angry with this man. I may be disappointed in the way he performed. But if he calls and says, I would love to see my daughter, and I
So
know
he can do what my
daughter,
dad did to me.
and
he
I
can come
don't-
in and out, break
listen.
her heart every time he leaves. Since I was 7, my dad decided, I quit, Natalie. I don't want to be your dad anymore. And I see it. It's like me all over again. Since my dad left and didn't want me, I've been searching for a father. I know what it's like to be a little girl and want her dad in her life.
And I want to be there. You don't want me
And
in there.
he wants to do what my dad did to me and say, I love you so much and I want to be there. And then he wants to say, come get your kid. And then he wants to be there and then he doesn't want to be there. I can't deal with it. My daughter doesn't know it now, but she will. She's going to grow up seeing him come in and out of her life, and I won't put up with that. My mom shouldn't
That's
have put
if
up with
I'm her
that for
child,
me.
if I'm her
My
father.
dad should have called my mom.
Anybody in this
She should have
audience
just
could
let
be
him
a father.
disappear. I would have been so much better off. She just let him disappear because he broke my heart multiple times, and this is the only other man besides my dad that's broken my heart, and I'm going to watch him do it to my little girl. I'm going to watch that happen to my little girl.
The only way that little girl's heart's going to get broken if I'm not her father.
Do you understand why he may have doubt?
Yes, Your Honor, I understand
That's
that.
what I just want you to understand. And ultimately, as you can see, this has wreaked havoc on the both of you. You both up here looking like a wreck and acting like a mess. And yet, the person that is hurting the most in this is Brooklyn. And I want to get the results so she can have the truth because she deserves it. Jerome, the envelope, please. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics and they read as follows. In the case of Phillips versus Maltese, when it comes to 1-year-old Brooklyn Maltese Phillips, Mr. Maltese, you are her father.
That's all I wanted to know.
A month of her life wasted. You better make it up.
You're the one that kept it from me. Should have kept it from me.
What do you have to say, Mr. Maltese?
I'm very happy to know that she's my daughter.
No more babysitting. You better be a dad.
The reason why I doubted her is because she had threesomes with multiple guys.
Let me say this to you before we adjourn. The sins of your father, what he got wrong, you put that onto him when that may not truly be his intention. I'll give you that. He may be a little controlling. You all need to work on that. But just allow him to be Brooklyn's father and judge him on that. If you give him the opportunity, and Mr. Maltese, I don't care what feelings or what issues you have with what Miss Phillips is doing. She's 20 years old. She got a lot more mistakes to make. I hate to tell you.
I moved on, Your Honor.
No, that's not my point. What I'm saying is she's not always going to get it perfectly either. But I
Yes, I
tell
know
you
that.
what is pure and what is perfect. That little girl.
Yes,
Are
of
we
course.
clear?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
Let's work together. Court is adjourned.
Hi.
Can I see my daughter? This makes me want to cry holding her right now.